Hello there. In this video I'm going to be looking at some Chaosball Battlegrounds and giving you an idea of what was most likely going through my mind at each stage of the fight. So as we start, I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be a lot of people in the middle trying to grab the ball. This is a good opportunity to score some kills and to generally disrupt other people's plans. Now I'm going to bow build here, and one of the strongest things about bow builds in Battlegrounds is the magnum shot knockback, especially on a map like this, the Orsinium map, because there are high ledges and platforms. So the Chaosball has spawned. I noticed the other team have grabbed it. I just want to see if I can get a couple of kills, but then I switched my focus onto the ball carrier. Now he's very squishy. I can tell that he's going to die very quickly. He is also, however, quite shrewd and knows what to do. So one of his teammates grabs the ball back. This guy drops it. My team's got it. I fell off there, so I think, okay, I will go and support my teammate. I don't have to worry about people shooting me from behind because I'm very tanky on this build. So here we are, they're coming up the stairs, so I can use this as an opportunity to disrupt, but then rather than stay and fight, I focus on keeping with my teammate. He's going to spawn with the ball. And didn't quite get that magnum shot off. It's a little bit clunky with the angle sometimes because the game doesn't register them as being where they are on your screen. I'm throwing my teammates some heals now, trying to avoid this arc. Well, it's not trying to avoid. I'm avoiding the Alchemist ultimate, which somebody dropped on me. Some people don't know that it's not very good PvP. Getting some knockbacks in so people can't disrupt my teammate. He's going to die soon, so I want to stay close to him. The purple grabs it, beats me to it. And so, yeah, now what follows is a chase. He's moving around, changing direction, going up and down the stairs. Quite good strategy overall. The trick here is to not be frustrated by it and just to focus him down, putting in constant damage, trying to immobilize him and stun him where you can. He's gone to this little corner. I think, okay, we're going to finish him off here. Right, and now I've got the ball, and so the first thing I do is flee the scene, shield up, get some heal over times running, make sure my resistances are back up, and I work out where my own spawn is, and I'm heading towards there. There's nothing to stop me from fighting on the way. I get rid of that guy's bear. And then obviously just try to heal yourself as much as possible. Don't get too involved in fighting. I mean, if there's some sweaty guy jumping on you, it's better to focus on healing and shielding yourself. I know that I'm going to die fairly soon, but I obviously want to carry the ball as long as possible to maximize the score, so I'm just shielding and healing, and then I die. So the enemy team grabs it, but there is another really good player on our team who goes and kills him and gets it off him very quickly. And I use my screen, I look to see which way direction he's going. So when I respawn, he'll be going to my left. And I notice that he's changed direction. He's doing the same runabout on the stairs. This is my opportunity to use the magnum shot to kill a few people. And now he's on the move again, and I want to keep up with him, so I'm trying to work out where he's gone to. I think this is where I get distracted into quite a long 1v1. I'm not sure why. This might have been a player I had a long-standing rivalry with across the day, because when you do Battlegrounds you end up in the same playing against the same players all the time, but I think it's also partly that I saw that my team is winning and I just wanted to practice this ability, this build. So my team's dropped the ball, and that causes me to get back in focus a bit. This guy, you know, he's sprinting, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I've got a major expedition at all times. If I really want to catch up with him, I can sprint, but let him run around, run himself out, let the Chaosball start to do more and more damage to him. Get a few snipes in, you know, get the... Okay, so he goes up on this ledge, he drops down. I don't go to drop the thing because I know that my teammate's going to, and I want to focus on this kill. And now it's just back to going up the stairs and seeing where he goes. Is he going back to spawn? No, he's doing clever stuff and he's going onto this ledge over here. I think to myself, okay, well, the game's pretty much in the bag now. I'll just see if I can score some kills because it's fun for me. But I'm also keeping a track on, you know, where the where the ball is. He's taking it to another spawn. Again, immobilizing, stunning, killing people. Yeah, so there's an interesting moment coming up. When the purple guy grabs this ball, after running around for a while, he falls off this ledge to a place where he's not killed by the environmental damage. This is being patched out in the next update, I believe. So I knock him off and think, okay, why is the ball not going back to the middle? Try to jump down myself, die from the environmental damage, but that little spot there is not, and my teammate is going to kill him and it will be respawned. He's then grabbed it. The game is definitely in the bag now, so once again I'm just doing some fighting, practicing my skills. I think from frustration the purple team just decided to jump me even though I don't have the ball. Maybe these are some other grudge players. Anyway, game's over. My personal score is not that high because I only had that one little run with the ball myself. The other two carried it for longer, but did some protecting and hunting down of people with the ball, so I got some points for that. So here we are, start of a different battleground. In this map there's a lot of cool places to hide, as you'll see. Well, not so much hide, but be relatively protected. So start by laying down fire, trying to pick people off. It's a three-way fight. A lot of people are getting very low health. Red had the ball. Okay, so he dies almost immediately. And my teammate has grabbed it, so yeah, I'm in hot pursuit. Turn around and knock back some people so they can't get near to my guy. He's going near to our spawn, which is sensible. Even better than that, he's heading up the stairs. There's a good location here on this map. Bottleneck people through that door, and then there's a ledge here. So obviously having a magnum shot, I'm trying to knock a few people off. He's going backwards and forwards, keep people guessing about his intentions, but he's been carrying the ball a while now. I know he's going to die soon. Give him some heals, keep our score going as long as possible. Not sure why he drops off here. Really not sure. If he'd stayed there, I could have just picked it up off him and gone back to it. But anyway, He dies, I pick it up and I go back to the spot because it's a very defensible spot. Off you go. Off you go. So I'm just healing. As Arcanist, my healing is driven off of my shields, which need to be powered by my tentacles, or taking damage through the crux armor. So I'm just holding my position. And here I die, I guess. Yep. Unfortunately, my teammates are not supporting me. This could have, you know, they could have been there to grab it and carry the whole thing on. They're nowhere to be seen. Perhaps they're just having fun. Realise that we've got such a lead. They're just getting some kills in or whatever. But I head straight back to where the ball is. And the chase begins. This is where Major Expedition comes in so useful. So my teammates grabbed it again. You know, there were two of us standing over that. That's a good thing to have. So sometimes it's a bit like, oh god, he got it, not me. Yeah, personal score is fun and everything else like that, but that's what you really want. You want two guys minimum to be able to pick up the ball when the enemy dies. That's the desired outcome. So just keeping enemies away from the ball. There hasn't been a huge, it's not been a very competitive battleground. There's not a lot of people that have been coming for the ball, and those that have been pretty squishy. So he's moving out to the open. There's no real need for this. I guess he's just trying to have some fun, score a few points. I throw him some more heals, and he's dropped it. So I grab it again and go back to my favourite spot. At this point, I'm probably thinking, let's get this over with. You know, try and get to 500 points as quickly as possible. I'm tanky. I've got heals. I can hold the ball for a long time. Off he goes. Take your beam elsewhere, sir. So while defending, I'm getting some kills in. Assisting other kills. As you can see, I can hold the ball for a long time with healing and tankiness. Final score there has me on top, and even squeezed in a couple of kills, so pretty happy about that. So in this battleground, I noticed that we only have 3 players. I'm on a different character, by the way. And probably Chaosball is the battle mode where not having enough people in your team matters the least. So again, Arcanist, at this time a melee build, and I'm just anticipating a nice little sort of outnumbered fight here in the middle. Okay, green team have it. There's a lot of chaos going on. I'm just trying to evade and focus down the guy. He's taking an interesting approach here. He's getting into the middle of players. That's not always. That's sometimes a very good strategy because it's very difficult to target you. And so he's staying with his team. Then he's starting to head for spawn. So I'm trying to pick off some of his teammates on the way. Get rid of them if I can. There's one down. And ball carrier's down. But the other team have it, so you know they were playing quite well there, being opportunists. So I'm using stuns, immobilizations, always trying to keep up with the ball. I'm being less than optimal about my own healing here, but at the same time I know that my resistance is decent. Okay, so I have the ball and I'm making my way to my own spawn. And when I get there, start to just have a look at who's coming, prepare for what kind of fight it will be, start laying down some damage. Don't have much in the way of support from my teammates. It would be much better if there were, you know, one or two people here, either to heal me or to just help me fight the enemy. So after a few seconds of carrying the ball, I die, and the red team grab it again. But actually, the most exciting Chaosball is the ones where there's 3 teams competing. Like, if you look at the scoreboard right now, no one has a massive lead. Green have it again now. That's bad news because they're on top. So at all costs, we've got to get the ball back from green. Dragon Knight's holding the ball. It's quite tanky. He's using leap to good effect in this battleground to CC the people who are coming after him. But ball is dropped. My teammate gets it, and now I'm just trying to kill those who are pursuing him. Some wrecking blows and tentacles. I've lost the ball. I'm kind of a bit like what's happening right now. Probably getting a bit tunnel visioned. But just having fun, because at the end of the day, play this game to have fun, so it's perfectly fine. So he's gone back here and holding a decent position, ready to deal with the incomers. And he's on the move again, so I'm following him. Wiping people out on the way. He's taking a nice circuitous path through the tunnels, keeping people guessing as to his route. I'm watching his health bar. And he's down. So I grab it. And I'm like, okay, I'll take a circuitous route as well. But I'm sort of overall trying to head for our spawn. Just going on a very sort of roundabout way. Coming under a lot of fire from my pursuers. Throw my defensive ultimate. Ready to take out the people who are after me. So I'm doing a reasonable job here of shielding and healing, whilst also laying down some damage, keeping moving, covering from any knockbacks and immobilizations that I receive. And then I'm down, but we've got a healthy lead now. And it's good news the red have grabbed it because they were bottom. rather than the team immediately in second place. So this is my chance to take out some of the greens. He's obviously very good at carrying the ball. He's had it a while now, and he's put his team into the competition in third place. So he's, hats off to him. Teammate has it back again, and yeah, he's heading back to spawn, which is good. There's the DK. Someone's particularly tanky. They are not worth spending a huge amount of time focusing down, because then you'll distance yourself from the ball, your team gets too spread out, less effective overall. But in Battlegrounds it's very rare that someone's so tanky they can't be taken out, and if they're that tanky they can't be taken out, they're generally not going to be much of a threat doing damage. So yeah, I just released my offensive ultimate there just to keep them a bit distracted. It's not a very good offensive skill. This is probably before I had Fighters Guild level 10 unlocked for Dawnbreaker. So this is all getting very, very messy. Green have the ball again, so again a nice healthy situation with 3 teams in the mix. But we have a healthy lead, so I think at this point I'm just having fun. That's what it looks like to me. So I find the ball again. There's a massive melee fight going on here. I'm watching to see what happens, who's going to grab it. It seems to be in a spot where it's difficult for people to grab. So yeah, it's gone back to the middle. It probably got either stuck inside the map, which sometimes happen, or just on a ledge that no one could reach. If no one picks it up, it will go back to the middle. As soon as I saw that and spotted it, I'm after the carrier. So yeah, green have gone from being not really a worry to being, okay, we don't want them to have it for very long, so everyone's focusing down this guy. He's going to die pretty soon. There he is, he's gone. But one of his teammates grabs it back. I'm being very, very reckless with my own health bar at that point, so I got away with it. But I was very tunnel vision when trying to kill that guy. Not the best way to play. Lucky I didn't get too punished for it. I'm probably also just trying to pick up kills. But anyway, we have the ball back and the battleground is over.